This is your daily news report as of September 1st. The government released their annual reports on Social Security. The government says that the Social Security Trust Fund is going to run out of money in 12 years. And I'll let you know what the report says. The federal unemployment benefit for $300 a week is going to expire on Monday. In most states, the last payment is going to be made this weekend, and more than 10 million Americans are going to be affected by this. We're going to cover the physical infrastructure bill. California is going to receive the most amount of money. On Tuesday, President Biden held a press conference regarding Afghanistan, and I'll let you know what he said. We're also going to cover all of the military equipment that we gave to the Taliban. After Hurricane Ida, over 1 million people are still without electricity, and to make things worse, there's a heat wave headed toward the area. Temperatures are going to reach as high as 105 degrees, and people will not have air conditioning. The cost to take an Uber or Lyft has increased by 92% compared to 2018. I'll let you know why this is happening and what the two companies are doing about it. This is your news, and I hope you're having a very nice day. According to the government's annual reports, the Social Security Trust Fund is going to run out of money in 12 years. The government reported on Tuesday that more money is being paid out than is being collected. Social Security reserve funds are expected to be depleted in 2033. There are thousands of baby boomers retiring every day, and there's not enough younger people in the workforce to replenish the reserves. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, there's 54 million Americans receiving Social Security benefits. By the year 2035, it's going to increase to 79 million Americans. The life expectancy of Americans is also increasing. Accelerated the amount of money draining out of the reserve funds. The Treasury Department said the Social Security program has been significantly affected by the recession of 2020. The combined effects of unemployment and interest rates significantly impacted the outlook of the program. There was higher unemployment. If you're an employee, 6.2% of your paycheck goes to pay Social Security taxes. If you're self-employed, 12.4% of your income goes to Social Security taxes. With higher unemployment last year, that means that less people are working, which means less Social Security taxes were being collected. Additionally, that caused many Americans to retire early. Before, the Social Security was expected to run out of money by 2034. After last year, it's been revised 1 year earlier to 2033. If the politicians don't do something about the situation, then there's going to be an automatic Social Security law that gets triggered, which will decrease current benefits by 20%. We're not at that critical level yet, but we're on the path to getting there. The federal unemployment benefit that gives $300 a week is going to expire on Monday. However, in most states, the last payment is going to be made this weekend. The Century Foundation says 8.8 million Americans will lose all of their benefits. Another 3 million Americans will see their benefits reduced by $300 a week. The Biden administration supports the termination of this program. They're saying that the economy is rebounding. 26 states terminated the federal unemployment benefits early. If you look at those states, 7 out of 8 unemployed people did not find a job by August. Additionally, in those 26 states, those households reduced their spending by $2 billion, which hurt businesses in the local economy. Till Van Watcher, an economics professor at the University of California, says the government is cutting benefits when many individuals are still relying on them. In political news, in the Senate, the Republicans and Democrats worked together to pass the $1.2 trillion physical infrastructure bill. The bill got sent to the House of Representatives, but they're not voting on it. They're waiting to do so. Senator Cassidy is frustrated that the House is delaying the votes. Cassidy said that he was hoping that the damage done by Hurricane Ida would make the House act quickly and vote on the bill. Cassidy is pleading with House members to act now. Cassidy says the physical infrastructure bill has billions of dollars for repairs and electricity grids, which would really help the people of Louisiana right now. But the House of Representatives is currently on vacation until late September. Here's some more details about the physical infrastructure bill. It's going to cost $1.2 trillion, and the states that are going to receive the most amount of money are California, Texas, and New York. New Hampshire is going to receive the least amount of money. California is going to receive $44 billion. Texas is going to get $35 billion. New York will receive $26 billion. Illinois is going to get $17 billion, Michigan $10 billion, Arizona $7, Nevada $4, Utah $3.9, and New Hampshire is going to get $2 billion. These amounts are based off calculations. The biggest factor is your state's population. The government justified their calculation by saying if there's more people in a state, there's going to be more wear and tear on the roads, bridges, and other transportation. Alaska and Montana will get the most money per person. In international news, President Biden held a press conference regarding Afghanistan. Here are some direct quotes. President Biden said, "My fellow Americans, the war in Afghanistan is now over. When I was running for president, I made a commitment that I would end this war, and today I have honored that commitment." Marine Corps General Frank McKenzie said, "There were no Americans on the last 5 flights out of Afghanistan." Secretary of State Antony Blinken said, "Less than 200 Americans are still trying to get out." President Biden said, "For those remaining Americans, there is no deadline. We remain committed to get them out if they want to come out." The Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby said on Tuesday, before the evacuation was complete, U.S. military equipment has been demilitarized and rendered unusable. But please keep in mind that we destroyed what we had left over. The Taliban took $83 billion worth of equipment. If you're having a hard time picturing what $83 billion of military equipment looks like, I'll try to help you comprehend it. We gave the Taliban 75,000 armored vehicles. We gave the Taliban more than 208 Black Hawk helicopters, warplanes, and other aircraft. The Taliban took over $200 million worth of 600,000 military-grade guns, including rifles, pistols, machine guns, grenade launchers, and mortars. We also gave the Taliban ammunition, body armor, night vision goggles, and even communication systems. That's $83 billion for the Taliban. To put that into perspective, the rental assistance program to help struggling Americans not get evicted cost $46 billion. So I hope that helps you picture what happens. In current events, after Hurricane Ida, there's more than 1 million people without electricity in Louisiana, 45,000 people in Mississippi, and 5,000 in Alabama. Louisiana's state power grid said it could take up to 3 weeks to restore power in many areas. More than 25,000 workers from 32 states have been mobilized to help restore power in Louisiana. On Tuesday, 85,000 people had their electricity restored. But now we have one problem after the other. Now there's a heat wave in the area, and close to 1 million people don't have electricity for air conditioning. The National Weather Service issued a heat advisory for southern Louisiana and Mississippi. Temperatures are expected to reach as high as 105 degrees. In America, heat stroke is the #1 weather-related cause of fatalities. Local officials are urging people who evacuated not to come home yet. Power lines are down, many roads are impassable, and people might get in the way of search and rescue operations. The governor of Louisiana said, "Please don't come home before they tell you it's time." According to Rakuten Intelligence, the cost of ride-sharing apps like Uber and Lyft have increased by 92% compared to 2018. Additionally, wait times have increased as well. This is happening because there's a shortage of drivers. Uber and Lyft are operating at 40% below capacity. Both companies are offering incentives to attract new drivers, but drivers are not flocking back. Many of the drivers, they switched to drive for DoorDash, Instacart, and Amazon Flex. And I wanted to end with this fun fact. AAA released a study about car ownership. They said that the average cost of owning a new car is $9,666 a year or $805 a month. The study was based on cars that cost $32,900, which is below the average price of a new car, which is now at $40,000. The study covered the costs of depreciation, finance charges, fuel, maintenance, repairs, tires, insurance, license, registration, taxes, and fees. Depreciation was the biggest expense, which is the purchase price of your car divided by how long it's going to last for. On average, gasoline costs approximately 11 cents per mile, and maintenance costs 9 cents per mile. That's the news for today. If you enjoyed today's report, please be sure to subscribe. I thank you for your support, and I wish you a very nice day.